Let me connect with y'all through this message right quick. You know what I'm saying? Hell is an emergency. Hey, what's up? It's Patrick. It's Rose via Fire. And I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about hell is an emergency, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to keep it real with you, bro. A lot of people, bro, they don't even take hell as an emergency, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could literally tell somebody about hell and you could tell them to change their ways. You tell them the truth, like change your ways. Hell is real. Hell is serious. And literally, let's say you're in the store or something like that, and you tell somebody the truth. Let's say you're in the mall. Let's say you're in the store. You tell somebody the truth, man. Be like, hey, man, hell is real, man. Like, hell is serious and this and that. Man, I'm going to keep it real with you, bro. It going to go through one ear and out the other, bro. Know what I'm saying? Majority of people, bro, it just go through one ear and out the other. And you know what's crazy? A lot of people like this, bro, in this world, society, this world, and the systems of this world, man, they not spiritual, bro. Know what I'm saying? They gonna look at us as though we the ones that lost our mind, bro. But in reality, bro, in reality, they the ones that lost their mind, bro. Know what I'm saying? In reality, they lost their mind. But they gonna look at us as the ones we lost our mind. You know what I'm saying? They gonna look at us as though we lost our mind, but really they lost their mind. It's crazy, bro. Because you gotta understand something, bro. You tell them, okay, let's say you tell them about hell. You know, hell is an emergency. Hell is real. Hell is serious. Hell is not a joke. You know what I'm saying? And what they gonna do is they gonna ignore it. Majority of them is gonna ignore it. And let's say they remember that they left on the stove at home, bruh. Know what I'm saying? Let's say they left on the stove at home, bruh. Man, they gonna run back home fast as hell, bruh. They gonna run back home, bruh. I left the food cooking on the stove, bruh. Like, I gotta go run back home, bruh. It's an emergency. I'm not saying that you leaving the food on or forgetting the stove on is not crazy. That is crazy. You know, that is an emergency right there. You know, so you don't want to have the whole house on fire or anything like that, right? I'm not saying that it's not an emergency, but it's mighty funny how people think like the things of this world is an emergency more than hell. That's really what really, like, when you really look at it for what it is, bruh, something is wrong with these people, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, when you really look at it for what it is, something is wrong with these people, bruh. Bro, you could tell them about hell, it go through one ear and out the other. But let you tell them about a worldly emergency. Oh, you forgot, you left on the stove at home, bruh. Man, they gonna be running, man. They gonna be running fast, bro. I don't want to have the house on fire. Let me run. Let me get there. But when you tell them about hell and how hell is an emergency, they don't run. They don't run to God. You get what I'm trying to tell you, bro? They don't run to God. They don't run to repent. They don't run to change their ways. But when you tell them, hey, bro, let's say they're in the store, they're in the mall, bro, and they remember, man, I left on the stove at home, bro. Oh, man, that's an emergency. Let me run to the car. Let me try to go and take it off. Man, they scrambling. It's an emergency right there. You tell them about hell, their feet is stuck to the ground, bro. They not moving nothing, bro. Know what I'm saying? You tell them about hell, bro. Their feet is stuck to the ground. It's not moving nothing. Now you tell me, which one is a bigger emergency? You leaving your stove on at home, or, know what I'm saying? You leaving your stove on at home, or hell? Which one is bigger emergency? According to these people, the way these people acting, they acting as though the things of this world is the emergency. Know what I'm saying? And the things of God is not an emergency, bruh. It's crazy, bruh. It's crazy, bruh. Bro, these the people we dealing with in this world, bruh. Know what I'm saying? These the people we dealing with in this world, bro. We dealing with, like, man, we dealing with crazy people out here, man. These people do not take this stuff serious, man. It's like you're talking to a wall, bro. Majority of these people, man, you don't tell them the truth. It's like you're talking to a wall, bro. I'm trying to tell you what I'm knowing, bro. You're talking to a concrete wall, bro. They ain't listening nothing, bro. Nothing that you're saying, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. They ain't listening nothing that you're saying. But let somebody tell them, what's different types of emergencies on earth? Let me think. I already gave y'all the example about the stove. That's an emergency. What's another emergency on earth, man? There's so many emergencies in this world. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they're not scary, but they're not a bigger emergency than hell, though, for sure. And based on what people prioritize, you could tell that these people is not smart at all, bro. They not spiritual at all, bro. And these people like to feel entitled as though they smart, bro. Like they banging on their chest like King Kong, bro. I'm smart. I'm worldly minded, bro. These worldly minded people, bro. These worldly minded people be prideful, man. Like, you can't tell them nothing, bro. You tell them about hell, they just ignore it. You tell them about another emergency, oh yeah, they on it. They on it right away, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Know what I'm saying? Let's say they car break down. That's a bigger emergency because they gonna need that car to travel or something like that. They car break down, that's an emergency they gonna attend to, right? They gonna run to fix that right there. You tell them about the emergency of hell, they once again, their feet is stuck. Their feet not moving. They not moving to repent. They not moving to follow God's calling. But they car break down, they money run low, that's an emergency. They car break down, that's an emergency. They left the stove on, that's an emergency. But when it comes to God, bro, man, these people ain't take that as no emergency, bro. When it comes to hell, that's not an emergency to these people. Y'all, these the people we're dealing with today now. These people, like, it's like, bro, you could literally tell them they do not care, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That's the world we're living in, bro. They don't care. They do not care. If you're not talking like worldly talk, they don't want to hear it, bro. They don't care. It's like you have to speak. You got to speak worldly needs. Is it worldly needs? You got to speak a worldly language. You got to speak worldly needs. Know what I'm saying? That if you're not speaking worldly needs, they not hearing you, bro. They not hearing you. You got to speak that worldly needs to these people, man. They don't hear you, man, when you talking about that spiritual stuff, about hell and that deep stuff. I be looking at these people's reaction when you tell them that they are in danger of ending up in hell, and then I see their reaction. No reaction at all, bro. They don't care. You tell these people, man, you got to change your ways. You're headed to hell, man. Follow God. You tell them about God, they do not care about God. You tell them about hell, they do not care about hell. I'm like, bro, you talk to soulless people or something? Like, what's going on with these people, man? He's like the Walking Dead, bro. What is wrong with these people, man? And y'all, that's how society is. That's how society is, bro. And you trying to tell them that, you trying to tell them this spiritual stuff, they're going to look at you like you're crazy for trying to keep it real with them, bro. It's sad, bro. This world is sad, bro. Sad, bro. And this world is filled with, like, spiritually dead people. Spiritually dead people. It's sad, bro. Know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about right there, man. Hell is an emergency, man. Know what I'm saying? Peace.